both home?
No, she was working.
Well,
you were
well, when it was time to evacuate, we were both home.
Okay.
I just got no.
And then it was the next day, we wanted to come back and see how the house was. And they wouldn't let us back in.
What I look at 1998 as a very short but very intensive drought. Come out of an El Nino, they were still dealing with flooding, and by the end of May and June, we were in catastrophic fire, and we were overwhelmed, even with 10,000 firefighters brought in from all over the country. Yeah, I was in Ormond Beach, and I was in Flagler over in Duval, and I was all over the place.
The day we got evacuated, it surrounded us like a big circle, and it was this orange and red glow. It was just, I was amazed by what I was seeing, how close it was. And then they came through the neighborhood telling us it's time to evacuate, because he wanted to originally stay, but they said they needed the next of kin if you're going to stay, because it was rather dangerous, to be here.
The fire came through, you could feel the heat like over your heads, and the fire just rushed past us on the top of all the trees, all the pine trees. And about a minute or so after you felt that very bizarre experience, then all the trees just lit up like a match, and every pine tree, as far as you could see, was on fire. And that proceeded, from what I was told later, to head straight to 95, jump 95, and eventually made it to WW Truss. And I drove all the way up here in time to meet, I believe it was Clara Metz was standing in front of the truss plant going, "Here we are in front of WW Truss," and the place was burning down. So that was quite an eventful day.
We were up by the bowling alley up there. They had the traffic all blocked. And it was just then, while we were standing there trying to get in, that they said, "Okay, we're evacuating the county." So we kind of had a head start. We already had our stuff in the car. We were already there. So we shot to St. Augustine, and we spent the night there. So then we heard that there's a toll-free number you call, and they tell you whether your house is just damaged or whatever. And that's when we found out it was pretty much gone. And then the next day, they let us back in, and we came in. As we come up, like, there was no house here, just burnt woods. And so you come around, and there it is. That's what we saw.
Yeah. But it was funny, because as we were coming down the street, there were a couple houses there, and they were fine. Well, maybe roof damage or something, but standing. And I said, maybe they were wrong. Maybe they were wrong. But then when we got up to the corner, we knew they weren't wrong.
We were shocked to see actually our house was all intact, but all of our grass and the trees and everything were all burnt and gone behind us, but we were happy that it was only that. And that was that day I came out, because there was still smoldering going on out here, and I was using a hose to try and keep it under control so it wouldn't flare up, because we were told by the firefighters that although the fire is burning above the ground, there is so much dead debris under the ground that the fire travels under the ground and can pop up most anywhere. So
I think we're very fortunate, especially on the lost line. In a way, I think we might have been just lucky. I don't know, to have that much urban interface and that much fire, and we didn't have a firefighter lose his life, and we didn't have a citizen lose their life. 1998, from that end, was a true success on that end, is that we didn't lose anybody's life.